In the past, they used to make our under 23 players play there, and they would be the ones who step up instead of Bafana, which I think was a brilliant thing. I think we should have actually carried on with the same model because hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of The Corner Flag. You are here with your favorite host, Deshane, and as you can see, we are back inside of Islo Studios, shooting our next video, of course, so they can definitely lace you up if you're in Pretoria on anything that you need, of course, media-wise. And as you can see by today's video, we are reacting to the 50-man squad that has been chosen by Helman Mkhelele, who will be looking over the Cosafa tournament that's happening, I think, from the 26th to the 7th or so, right? So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and take a look at the people that he chose, and we're going to be reacting to that. So, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so for the squad, he chose Melusi Buthelezi from Orlando Pirates, Oluwethu Mzimela from Amazulu, Sipo Chaine from Orlando Pirates, Bruce Vuma from Kaizer Chiefs, Zukum Dunyelwa from Mamelodi Sundowns, Tabang Matuluri from Polokwane City, Tabiso Munyane from Orlando Pirates, Sergio Kamis from Chippa United, Dean van Rooyen from Stellenbosch United, Kulekane Shezi from Royal AM, Kiano Cupiro, Cape Town City, Thabo Moloisane from Stellenbosch, Macbeth Mahlangu from TS Galaxy, Simpiwe who? Oh. Simpiwe Mlineka from Richards Bay, Keegan Allen from Supersport United, Rushwin Dotley from Cape Town Spurs, Tabiso Sesane from Orlando Pirates, Atenkosi Mkhawa from Stellenbosch, Bilal Baloyi from Supersport, Maleboho Modise from Chippa United, Bradley Cross, Golden Arrows, Samke Lokabini from TS Galaxy, Fawaz Basirin, Stellenbosch, Talent Mbata, Orlando Pirates, Liam Byrne, Cape Town Spurs, Brooklyn Bochenpool, Chippa United, Sipesihle Mkhize, Skukuni United, Samke Lozwane, Kaizer Chiefs, Kumani Butaka, Cape Town Spurs, right? So this is, we have quite a lot of new players, a lot of new players on this one, but it's good, it's good. So let's carry on, of course. So we are at, where were we? Yeah, Sipesihle Mkhize, we said, is from Skukune, Samke Lozwane from Kaizer Chiefs, Kumani Butaka from Cape Town City, Antonio van Veek from Stellenbosch, Nduduzi Chabalala from Kaizer Chiefs, Uso Ditejane from TS Galaxy, Luvuyo Mpewa from Cape Town Spurs, Spesihle Maduna from Cape Town Spurs also, Ethan Brooks from Amazulu, Ranwan Human from Amazulu, Relohile Mofokeng, the Pirate Star, Devon Titus from Stellenbosch, Mkibelo Maramabu from Polokwane City, Kamuhelo Sibelebele from TS Galaxy, Siama Bena from Sundowns, Asenele Velebai from Cape Town Spurs, Lisiba Ngu from Downs, Tsebang Moremi from Amazulu, Miguel Campbell from Supersport, Mfundo Tikazi from Royal AM, Ashley Cupido from Cape Town Spurs, Dotonolom Jela from TS Galaxy, Yanelem Butuma from Richards Bay, and Lungele Nguse from, where is he from? Golden Arrows. Okay, so off the bat, it's not a bad squad, but there's a lot of new faces in it, right? There's a lot of new faces, which can be good. It can be good. Cosafa, of course, is not. In the past, there's just been struggles of teams releasing players, and us getting the strongest squad. But also, I think what we need to do and improve from our side, because even Hugo Bruce is not even involved in this one, it's Mkhelele who will be taking over, right? Which is good to impart like experience and all of that. But I think there needs to be a plan and a direction of, okay, what exactly are we doing with the Cosafa games? What is the intention? In the past, they used to make our under 23 players play there, and they would be the ones who step up instead of Bafana, which I think was a brilliant thing. I think we should have actually carried on with the same model because, yes, there's a lot of young players that are chosen in the squad. There's definitely a lot. But there's also Willie Siwangu and, you know what I mean? Not that they don't deserve to be there, but there's also a lot of players that are a lot older. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm struggling to understand exactly what the vision is behind this. Because the under-23s played really, really well. I think for the longest time, actually, the under-23s was probably like our best squad, like our strongest squad. And now, if you think about it, the under-23s haven't played for a long time. I don't even remember the last time the under-23s played. I think we got knocked out of an AFCON tournament or qualifier for that, and that was the last time we've heard of the under-23s, right? And now it's really a shame because we had the under-20s who played very well. Was the under-20s, the under-17s? I think it was the under-20s, man. And we had a lot of players who even made their debut, which brings me to my next point. With the under-17s, or I think it was the under-20s, there were some players who made an amazing account of themselves. Well, Gabriel Amato that were there. There was a nice little, blend of European and local-based players that played during that tournament, right? I think we saw for the first time Michael Dukunmu, for example, right? And he played exceptionally well. Waylon Reineke as well got called up, played exceptionally well, right? So I would have liked that players like that got called up then. Let's try and follow up on that, right? We try and follow up on that, try and get these boys a bit more experience, and bring in a few more, right? Bring in a few more. There's players like Simon van Devenboden, for example, right? We have a lot of players that are going up front. Right? Going forward, we have a lot. But it would be nice to have a very nice number 9, a central figure who's up front and, his only job is just to put the ball into the back of the net, right? And we have that type of player, but he's not getting exposed, right? And sometimes it might be a little bit overwhelming to just expect to put him in Bafana, expecting to perform. It's going to be a lot, right? So this is where you put him with the junior national teams. You put him with players who are closer to and around his age that are going to play with him for a very long time, and then you build a team out of that. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad squad that was picked here. I just wish I understood what the vision was, right? What are you trying to do with this? Who are the players that you're trying to bring in? Why are we bringing in these players, and what are you trying to achieve with this? So for me, like I said, it would have been nice if they just carried on with the model of making it the under-23 players, right? And then you give some more players some responsibility. I'm so glad that he got picked for this. Especially because, yes, you put him at Bafana, but that's going to be hard, right? It's a qualifier. It's an important game. There's just too much on the line. So to risk him there, maybe it's a bad thing. And I'm glad that he got to play, even though I wish it was more than just 2 minutes, right? Maybe around 10 to 15 would have been nice. But, him getting that experience there a little bit, but getting put on less pressured situations. But then when he comes back to Cosafa, like now with the under-23s, you give him all of the responsibility, right? You're a star boy, right? You, Siyabonga Mabena, with the guys that you believe in. All of these guys, right? Ethan Brooks, Jaden Adams, all of these guys. You put him there, right? Jaden Adams didn't get to play at Cosafa, not at Cosafa, at the World Cup qualifiers and all of these things. So you bring him in. He's an under-20. He's 2023, right? You bring him in. You play him in this environment here. And the nice thing about when you have overseas players, like I said, Michael Dukunmu, Waylon Reineke. Dukunmu, I think, got switched his position 2 or 3 times. Played in the middle, got played in the wing, and played as a central attacking midfielder. Why? Because we still need to know you. We still need to discover you. We've heard that you're good, and we've seen the profile and whatever. But now we need to how are we going to fit you into a system with the rest of these guys and bring out the best in all of you guys, right? So now you have the creativity of Relobile Mofokeng on one wing, the creativity of Siyabonga Mabena on the other wing, right? And I'm just talking if you're talking the youngsters at this point, right? And now you have Simon up front, who is a good number 9. He's a good focal point for us, right? Then you need to have Bobo Dukunmu, Bobo Mato, the guys who played really, really well. You bring them in, guys, So that's just my opinion. I don't want to ramble on for too long. I just wish there were more overseas-based players who were picked in this whole thing. But unfortunately, there aren't. I really wish I knew what the reason was for that. And I think South Africa has been overlooking these guys a lot, man. So I just wish we could do a little bit better when it comes to incorporating our overseas-based players, man. I mean, if you think about it, if Arsenal wants to develop a player for us, right? If some team, if FC Cologne, if Ajax Amsterdam wants to develop a player for us, why aren't you coming to collect Gabriel Charlton, Lucas Jetton? All of these guys, they're playing there, right? Why aren't you coming and knocking on their doors and saying, Ashe, we would like our player, right? We need him back, right? I am not so sure why we're about to lose to Belgium because of this whole situation. So I think we just need to do a better job of incorporating our overseas players, especially the young ones, right? The ones that I mentioned. The young ones, you bring them in, you gel them in with a little more for game, little more banner, and you see what kind of team you can build for the under-23s. And you can also get to see just a vision of where Bafana is going to be in the next 5, 7, 10 years, But that's just me, right? Your friendly and your favorite host, Deshane. Please don't forget, of course, to like, share, and subscribe to the channel as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. I'd really love to hear those. Until next time, everyone, I would like to see, of course, in the next episode of The Corner Flag.